come on, Kate. You know, thingy.
Charlton Heston.
No. What's his name?
You've got to forget where you live next. I'll have to put a label round your neck in case you get lost.
Morning.
Hi.
Oh, thanks.
Jack, my sweet. Jack.
Morning.
Blimey, everyone must have got out of bed the right side this morning.
Well, almost everybody. Oh, Katrina.
Now, these two have fantastic hairstyles in. And this one lists all the treatments you can have at that place on Thomas Street. Now, the facials are fantastic, but the all-over body scrub is just divine.
Yeah, well, Katrina, I'm really busy. Maybe this week isn't so good after all.
OK, well, you choose the treatments and leave the hairstyles to me.
Looks like resistance is futile. Faith. Morning. How are you?
Late. I've got mother and baby, asthma management and living with high blood pressure to prepare for.
Well, she's doing a bit for the high blood pressure.
I've got things to do.
Is everything all right?
Uh-huh.
You sure?
Yes.
I mean, about Liam and everything.
Katrina.
Faith, have you got a minute? You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, coming into work, just, carrying on as if nothing's happened.
Well, that's exactly what I want to do. Carry on, not just grind to a halt.
Yeah, and that's a natural response after what you've been through, but denial in the long term isn't a viable option. Believe me, I know.
Mark, sorry, but I haven't got time for this right now.
Faith. Oh, Helen. Have you had any time to think about my offer?
No. Yes, yeah, of course I have. Could we talk about this later?
Sure.
Jack, we've got to talk about this.
You know, it's incredible what they put into these things these days.
It's every time now. Every time we make love, or try to make love, would you just go cold or walk away? It's really upsetting. Is it me? If you just talk about it. I mean, there's so much that can be done about it. The books all say that there are...
Books?
There are so many treatments available. Well, can't we just discuss this? Impotence affects most men at some...
I am going for my bath.
Hi, Faith.
Morning.
So, everything okay?
Fine.
That's good. Good. Mrs. Hampton. Oh, hello. Come through.
Which of these two do you prefer?
I don't think either of them really suit me.
Not for you, for Kate.
Oh, you're so funny.
Take your time.
That is, my husband and I have been experiencing difficulties. Jack's impotent, Doctor.
And he's reluctant to talk about it.
Yes,
But he'd rather suffer in silence.
exactly.
Which is why you're here instead of him. How long has this been a problem?
Well, it's difficult to say. I mean, Jack only retired in the autumn, and up until then he was working flat out, so sex wasn't really on the menu, so to speak.
Right.
Well, I was hoping that when we had time, with just us, then things might improve. Doctor, I know I must come over as some terrible sex-crazed harpy.
No, not at all.
I mean, if it was just the sex thing, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's starting to dominate our lives. I mean, ever since it started, he's been bad-tempered, sarcastic. I mean, sometimes as if he can't bear to be in the same room as me.
I see.
It's just that I was so looking forward to this time, and if all that's stopping it is some small medical problem, then, I mean, you read all the time about Viagra and so on.
Well, sure. But our choices are severely limited until your husband is prepared to confront the problem.
I thought,
Go on.
couldn't you just prescribe me the Viagra and then I could give it to Jack one way or another?
You see, I can't prescribe anything without some sort of diagnosis, and I can't make a diagnosis without examining the patient.
Before Jack retired, I was crossing off the days on the calendar till his last day, thinking we'd have such fun. I mean, not just that sort of fun, but he just pours scorn on any activity I suggest as if it's just connected to, well, you know. Then he just sits in front of the television all the time.
And you're absolutely certain that he wouldn't come in and talk to me?
He'd run a mile at any mention of it. He was a stubborn old so-and-so. I mean, that's one thing that hasn't changed.
When was the last time he came in for a checkup?
Not for ages.
Well, I think it's high time we had another look at him. Don't you?
So, have you decided what you're having done yet?
Actually, Katrina, I don't think today's such a good day.
Nonsense. There's no time like the present. And as I always say, if you don't pamper yourself, no one else will. They do this incredible thing where they cover you in bits of avocado. Or is it cucumber? Something green, anyhow. And they rub it all in, and when they take it off, your skin feels like silk. Oh, and you want to make sure you get that full Brazilian wax. That'll really get Mac's attention. I thought you were someone else.
Dare I ask what a full Brazilian is?
Oh, what was it today then? Yoga, bridge, geriatric kung fu?
Cancer research shop. What do you do with your morning, then?
This wretched thing. What's wrong with bottles?
Any calls at all?
Oh, yes, that stupid girl from the doctor's. Worried about my blood pressure. Says I need to have it tested.
Oh?
You know, you hit 65, and suddenly the whole world has a license to fuss. They start prodding you with a stick just to prove you're still moving.
But are you going, then?
Oh, for God's sake! Yes, I am going to go. Happy now?
Hiya, I thought we might grab a bite to eat at
Sorry,
the...
Mac, can't stop.
Bye.
Where are you going?
You'll see. Sorry.
Right, well, I better crack on.
So, how are you, Faith?
Fine. Apart from being a bit sick of everyone asking how I am all the time, I'm fine.
Oh, well, I just thought you might want to chat.
I'm fine, okay? Fine, 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 fine. Everybody can stop worrying because Faith is officially fine.
So? Come on, girls, spill the beans.
What do you think of Mark?
What do I think about Mark? What? You mean like that?
No! Of course not like that.
Well, how then?
Well, you know.
What, like, as a person?
Yeah.
Well,
you've experienced something very traumatic.
I'm okay.
And trauma isn't just something you survive and forget. It's something you have to work at. You have to work through.
Mark, save me the concerned doctor speech.
I'm not talking as a damn doctor! Sorry. Sit down. Faith. During my time in the army, I was stationed in Kosovo. And as an army medical officer, you're trained to anticipate all manner of things and keep functioning. Well, I kept functioning. I carried on doing my duty, even though over there we saw things that no amount of training could prepare you for. But you keep smiling, you carry on. Yeah, got to keep up morale, all that. But inside, what you've experienced just keeps twisting and growing, and it picks its moment, and it bursts out, and bang! And it keeps bursting out, bang, bang, bang.
Is that why you kept losing it with us lot? Like the time you went ballistic with me over nothing.
Yes, it probably was, but we're not talking about me here, Faith. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because I know from personal experience that the only way to deal with this kind of trauma is to confront it head on. And the only way you can do that is with help. Professional help.
Mark's a nice guy and all that. He's very gallant and charming.
His galloping major routine.
Yeah, exactly.
But?
But, I don't know. It's difficult to put your finger on. I never quite know where I stand with him.
You're saying you don't trust him?
It's you saying that.
Well, do you?
No, not really. Why all the interest in Mark all of a sudden?
No reason?
Yeah, right.
I reckon if I could just talk to him and make him see what he did was wrong, then maybe we'd both have a chance of putting this behind us and getting on with our lives.
This is about you, not him. It doesn't matter if he admits it or he says he's sorry or whatever. It doesn't change the fact that he violated you, your trust, your peace of mind, potentially for the rest of your life.
Mark, I know you're trying to help, but it's really important to me that I do this my way. Since it happened, I felt like I'm losing control over everything, and I've got to get it back.
If I went over the top, I'm sorry. But Faith, it is just so important.
Please, Mark. It's important I do this my way. Ta-da!
Wow, Kate, you look terrific.
You're terrific. You look so glamorous. Hey, the rest of us are going to have to buck our ideas up.
Why, Miss McGuire, you're beautiful.
Hi, Althea. Katrina, as receptionist, you are supposed to receive patients, not scare them off. Mr. Hampton.
He didn't even notice.
Of course he did. He was probably just
Speechless. I don't know why I bother.
Oh, don't worry. It's not just Mac, it's men in general.
Oh, stuff 'em. You look good, you feel good. Who's losing out, you or them?
You still working?
I wouldn't be here at this time of day if I was.
No, no. So, any other problems? Worries?
No.
So, no shortage of breath? Drowsiness, insomnia, lumbar pain, pain when you pass water, loss of libido, impotence?
So, my wife's been talking to you then?
Well, she's my patient, Mr. Hampton. Impotence can cause misery for both partners, you know. She's very worried.
Maggie is always so damn busy. Organising this, putting me up for that. Interfering with all men are from Mars, women are from Venus stuff. Which is all well and good, apart from the fact that she's from Edgbaston and I'm from Stoke-on-Trent.
Look, until you admit that there is a problem, you're going to put more pressure on yourself and your marriage, which will result in the problem getting worse.
The only problem around here is Maggie. She reads all these books and magazines about People having rich, rewarding sex lives into their 90s, and she thinks that's what we're going to be like. But I'm past it. I'm too old. I'm too old to work, so what does she expect?
Well, impotence is more common as you get older, but that doesn't mean you can't be treated.
Why bother? I mean, what could be more pointless than two elderly people, which, let's face it, is what we are, having sex? That's disgusting.
Well, sex is an important part of a loving relationship. Age doesn't come into it.
And then there's all this other OAP stuff she does. Pointless, let's pretend stuff. I mean, why pretend to be young when you're not? You get slung out of work, you get older, you get frailer, and then you die.
You loved your job, right?
I worked hard, I was good at it, so what?
When you retire, part of what you've been for the last 45 years is no longer required. Well, some people can't wait to retire. 101 things they still want to do. For others, it is much more difficult. They see the empty years stretching ahead, and they get temporarily depressed.
I am not depressed. Being old is depressing.
The way you see things now is not necessarily the way they'll look in the future.
There we go.
If you let yourself be helped, talking to a counsellor will help.
You're as bad as the rest of them.
Running away isn't going to work, Mr. Hampton. Mr. Hampton, if you just keep calm, please.
Yeah, do what? Talk about it. Go to a counsellor, perhaps.
Please keep your voice down.
I mean, look at her. Look at her. Is counsel going to do her any good?
Please.
Viagra, maybe? Give her enough Prozac, she'll think she's 15 and going to go to live forever.
How dare you speak to her like that?
Oh.
You're right there, Mrs. Burton.
There you go.
I say, Kate, you look absolutely stunning.
Oh, well, it's all down to Katrina.
Oh, nonsense. You look really, really good. Thanks a lucky man.
I don't think he even noticed.
Well, more fool him then.
Oh!
Jack? Jack? Dr. McGuire, please. Well, yes, it is rather urgent.
Hi, Liam, it's Faith. We need to talk as soon as possible. Tonight? 8 o'clock at the Leather Bar. Good, I'll see you there.
Is he still up there? Thanks.
Jack, it's Dr. McGuire. We need to talk about what went on earlier. Listen, Jack, we can talk through the door with Maggie here if you like, or you could let me in and we could speak in private.
Oh, on your own, are you? I'm surprised you didn't bring a crack team of shrinks, counsellors and touchy-feely types to show me the error of my ways.
Thank you.
Well, that is why you're here, isn't it? To cure me?
I'm not here for your benefit, Jack. I'm here to see that Maggie's okay and to get you to try and help me put something right.
What do you mean?
Oh, I think you know.
Come.
Mark, your proposal, you and me starting our own practice.
Yes.
I've given your offer a lot of thought, and although I'm flattered that you've asked me, At this moment in time, all things considered, I'm going to have to say no.
Okay.
But you don't mind?
Well, if that's what you think,
It is.
well, who am I to object? But if you change your mind, there's plenty of time.
Is this really necessary?
I think you already answered that, haven't you? No one's forced you to come.
I'd just like to say that I'm really very sorry for what happened at the surgery today. It must have been awful. I had absolutely no intention of humiliating you or hurting you in any way. And I'm very sorry if I did.
Look at you both. It's always the fellas, isn't it? The girls, they just accept it, whatever it is. Having kids, getting old, getting sick. They just get on with it and make the most of what they've got, but not you fellas, oh no. You've got to brood and shout and get all het up. Like it makes a blind bit of difference. You never learn. My Stanley never did, bless him.
It's amazing how peaceful this place is at the end of surgery.
That'd be the absence of people.
I've always thought this place would be perfect if it wasn't for the patients. Well, you can laugh, but you should have seen it this afternoon. There was Mac and that patient bellowing at each other. It's like two drunks down the bus station.
No, I bet you'd miss all this.
You're joking. No patients, no Mac. Paradise.
Yeah, I don't believe you for a second. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. See you later.
OK, well, we'll be here, don't worry.
Same place, same time.
Hi, Helen.
So, that's it, is it, Doc? I'm supposed to go all gooey now and march off and talk about my childhood with some herbet in dungarees, am I?
Retirement has made you depressed, affecting your sex life and the relationship with your wife, which in turn has made you even more depressed. I think counselling might break the cycle, helping you through what has all the signs of being a temporary condition. All right, Jack, OK. You are getting old, and there's nothing can change that. You're also without a job, and there's not much you can do to change that either. So you can go on banging your head against a brick wall, or you can concentrate on the things you can change. Come on, Jack. It's a simple choice. Leave this condition untreated, hurting yourself and everybody else, or get help. Maggie wants you. She needs you even if the employers don't. She wants to grow old with you, and all you seem to be doing is pushing her further and further away.
But...
Jack, it's a very simple choice.
So you are here.
Must have lost track of time.
What are you up to tonight?
Oh, I don't know.
I shall be sat on the sofa with Tom Cruise and a chicken tikka.
Katrina?
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Have fun with Tom.
Well then. Can't hurt, can it?
Oh, there you are. Amazing how much we take for granted, isn't it? Eh? Love, companionship, feeling useful.
What's brought this on?
Jack Hampton, you know, the bloke who was shouting in reception. So low about not feeling needed anymore, he nearly loses his wife, who wants and needs him more than ever. Makes you think. You done something with your hair? Must be me then. Still, I'm a lucky fella. Come on, let's go home.
I asked you here tonight because there's some things I want to, or that I have to say.
Faith, there's no need for this.
Please, Liam, let me finish. Since that night, things have been really hard for me. It's been like being stuck in a recurring dream where I'm... Look, Liam, I know you're not a bad man, and that you're probably as upset about this as me, but I need to hear you say it. Because until you can admit it, until you can find the words to say what you did to me, then my life is stuck on hold. And so is yours. So for both our sakes, Liam, please, tell me that you know what you did was wrong.
Faith, before, I just dismissed what you had to say. But now I can see that you're really hurting. And for your sake, you have to drop this rape stuff. I mean, come on. Rape? Am I a rapist? If I'd raped you, would I be here now? You know what happened because you were there and you wanted it to happen. End of story.